Sun Valley, Idaho. Doesn't that roll off the tongue nicely? Sun Valley. And when you hear a name like Sun Valley, you think, wow, it's got to be beautiful. And it is every bit as beautiful as the name would imply. Here we are in Sun Valley, Idaho on July 4th, 2018. And to say that it is a spectacular day would be an understatement. And also to tell you that, I never knew that I'd be coming to Sun Valley on this trip. But it was just one of those things that happened along the way. And here we are in beautiful Sun Valley. So I find myself right at the entrance to a Sun Valley shopping area, a mall perhaps, and there is the Sun Valley Lodge. So I'm going to just give you a nice little walkthrough of the shopping area and see if I can share some of the lodge as well. But look at these beautiful flowers. Every time I see flowers like this, I think of Phil and Ginger back in where is it? Michigan. But you can see just how beautiful this is, and the grounds are just beautiful here. We've been here for a few nights now, and the lodge is just on the other side of those trees. But first, I'm going to take you for a nice walk through the shopping area, and I'd imagine that being July 4th, that a lot of the shops are actually closed. But nonetheless, you'll still be able to see how wonderful of a place Sun Valley is. And here would be the Sun Valley Lodge. I opted to give you a tour of the lodge before walking through the commercial area with the restaurants and the shops. But boy, this is just reeks of spectacular. It is really a beautiful spot. And this area is just as popular, if not more so, in the winter time for their skiing than it is here in the summertime for its hiking and biking. So we're gonna go and take a look inside the beautiful Sun Valley Lodge. It's beautiful. Here in the center they have an island with waterfalls. Just beautiful. Here's some ducks that are just kind of chilling out on a nice July 4th day, kind of oblivious to me. You can turn the camera down a little bit. That's something. Kind of bothering them, interrupting their day. Let's go see if we can't step inside the lodge itself. All right, and is that service or what? The doormen are just waiting to open the door. And here we are inside the Sun Valley Lodge. I don't know who this couple would be. Beautiful, beautiful place. This is one of those, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. Just a beautiful, beautiful place. All right. So let's step outside and continue the tour. On the way out, I saw these pictures on the wall, and really a collection of some famous people that have been here. Here's Eddie Dutcha, and I can't say that I know who he is, but coming down you got Peter and Jane Fonda. There's Peter and Jane Fonda. And here you have, here's Candice Bergen in the 1980s. That would be Candice Bergen here in Sun Valley. And up here you've got Robert Kennedy at Bald Mountain, 1965. You can see. And down below him, you have Joe Berge and President Harry Truman, 1948. Looks like they were doing some hunting. And here you have the one and only Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2001. You can see Arnold's run. And you've got Louis Armstrong. 1962. Bill Jans, Sun Valley owner. Glenn Jans. She was the founder of Sun Valley Center for the Arts. Here, Scott Hamilton and Brian Boitano. King Abdullah and Queen Rania of Jordan. And down below you have Harry and Peggy Thomas, Olympic medalists. Really some famous people that have come here. Here's Errol Holding, Governor Butch Otter. It's a picture of ski school from 1938. Look at that. Here would be the one and only, well, I'll let you guess who that is, okay? I'm not going to tell you. Leave your comments in the comments and tell me who that might be. It was taken, well, it doesn't even give the year that it was taken. But, and this would be none other than Mr. Clint Eastwood in 1981. And down here you have Warren Miller. Here's Glenn Miller, Sonia Heine, and John Payne. All right. Really a great collection. We'll go down. I imagine they probably have a. You can hear the piano playing. Probably have a another collection of pictures on the wall down here as well. And they do. What do they have here? Picabo Street, gold medalist, 1998. And here you have Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh. I don't see Mr. Hemingway yet. I don't think I've seen a picture of Mr. Hemingway. This would be Darryl Zanuck and Otto Lang, 1939. Here's Warren and Ashford Buffett. Warren Buffett. You see, there's Mr. Buffett and his wife there. And up ahead of them, you've got that's Errol Holding and Bruce Willis, 1996. Don't have to tell you who that is. That's Mr. Magnum PI himself, 1996. All right. Count Felix Schafgotz, 1936. Wherever he was. What a collection of photographs. Here's George Lucas. Senator Jake and Kathleen Gamm. And right below them you have Senator John Kerry and Teresa Heinz. Enjoying a day here in Sun Valley. Here would be Ernest Hemingway in the Hemingway Suite. Here he is. Hemingway Suite, Sun Valley Lodge. And of course, you've got to have Marilyn Monroe, 1956. Look at Marilyn there, having a good time. I can't really see what she was eating, but she was eating something there. So there's Marilyn Monroe. And over here we have Rainier Kolb, Otto Lang, and Wally Huffman. Here you've got Tom Brokaw. And last but not least, you have James Earl Jones. So let's continue on with the tour. Then over here you've got a spa and salon. So that's your tour of the Sun Valley Lodge here in Sun Valley, Idaho. You know, I missed some pictures. Here's Ernest Hemingway, Henry Hathaway, Gary Cooper, and Ingrid Bergman here in Sun Valley Lodge. Look at that. And then here you have the Duke. I think they called him the Duke. There's John Wayne on Dollar Mountain. And then this is a great picture here. There's Louis Armstrong and Jack Carter, 1962. Look at that. Rosa Parks and Elaine Steele. Rosa Parks and Elaine Steele. And then just over here you have the one and only Mr. Tom Hanks. Stupid is as stupid does.
I saw the first chairlift
today, yes. And here's a great picture here. John Payne and Sonia Hine, Sun Valley Serenade, 1941. Look at that. All right, on with the tour of Sun Valley. Just across from the lodge is this commercial district with shops and restaurants, and you can see the lovely Yanae there in her ski chair. So this is a really big ski area, and there's Yanae kind of soaking it up, having a nice rest from the walking around. So we're gonna go and we're gonna take a walk around, and now this would probably look good on me. 50% off. You can see. I think that might look really nice on me right there. Or maybe that's a woman's shirt. I know there's somebody out there saying all the more it would look good on me. But anyway, we're just gonna kind of walk. You got a recreation reservation center right over here. And who would this be? There's a statue here. Siggy and Sepp, in memory of their years devoted to the Sun Valley Sea School. Look at them. Siggy and Sepp. Boy, it really is a beautiful, beautiful spot. You know, there's spots like Carmel, California, that you know, this is very, very similar. It's a very upscale community. Very quiet today. Just saw a sign where they have yoga on the mountain. And I smell something cooking really good. A place called the Village Station. Which I believe is a restaurant. Temperature today is probably about 75 degrees. Absolutely no humidity. And as I was thinking to myself earlier today, no mosquitoes to speak of. Just something that I just love about the west of the United States. You get nice dry warm to even hot afternoons, and then you have as soon as that sun goes down, you have a nice cool evening, as they might say. Really good sleeping weather. I just passed a sign for the Ram restaurant. No shortage of flowers here in Sun Valley. Everywhere you look, there are beautiful, beautiful flowers. This would be the Sun Valley Inn right here. And out here it looks like a place where they might have fires in the evening. People might sit around the fire and have a cocktail. Kind of nice. They have it's logs. You can see. All right. So being July 4th, just need to wait for the firework display, which will be going off here before too long. Ketchum, Idaho has got to be home to one of the coolest Starbucks in the world. And I've been to a lot of Starbucks, but this Starbucks is rather cool. It is. It's right here next to Sun Valley, and I'm going to take you for just a real quick tour through. Right out front, they've got these large poles, if you will, trees or whatever you want to call them. And then the exterior looks like stacked firewood. They have it's like stacked firewood here. And then the inside is really spacious. A gentleman that has accommodated me for the last few nights at his property, just a couple miles outside of town. When I asked him if there's a Starbucks in town, he said it's probably one of the largest Starbucks that you'll ever step into. And talking about stepping into, look at this Starbucks. Fantastic. So I'd imagine in the winter time that this place is just packed. I was here the other morning, and the line was just nonstop. The line was nonstop for about 2 or 3 hours. So we got some interesting pictures up here on the wall. I don't know if this is who is this? Can't read the signature. I laced up my salt leather ski boots for another day of carving up powder on snow on Baldy in 1948. The window on the trailer was left open at night, so Ward Baker and I could get a lot of fresh air while sleeping. Look at that. Another picture right there. But this really is it really is a cool Starbucks as I walk around. Today is July 4th as I'm filming this, and you come in and you look at all the trees or poles, you know, that they've got up here. And then just off to my left, they've got all types of different things that you can do here. Fly fishing, Heasley Hot Springs, all types of stuff that you can do here in Sun Valley. This is Ketchum right here, if you can see that. So here's Ketchum, and Sun Valley is just a mile or two up the road. Just give you a nice view of what Sun Valley is like. If I can share some of this video with you. It's just a really beautiful spot. Not a spot that was on my agenda coming in. Now this is the community meeting room, and this is the save the best for last. This meeting room has a theme of Hemingway. Look at that. Hemingway spent the last years of his life here. There's a big portrait of Ernest there. And here he is, looking like he's doing some hunting. He used to like to do bird hunting. Here you can see him with a bird in his hand there. There he would be again. There he is working away, writing a story. So there it is, folks. One of the coolest Starbucks you'll ever see here in Ketchum, Idaho. You can see the back area for the baristas is rather large as well.